What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to The Biz with D on Radio with your rock star on the Mike Davidson Wayne. Right now we have Jackie Chrisley of Basketball Wives on with us. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Thank you for coming on this show. We definitely love your personality and love everything that you're doing, so it was only right to have you come on.
Oh, I appreciate it.
No doubt, no doubt. So now, we've been watching the new season so far. I want to talk about the season just a little bit because I really want to get more into like the projects you're doing besides the show. And what I've seen so far is that this season has way too many people, I'm just saying, and it has a lot of drama. What is your overall thoughts on this season and, how everything is, being played out?
You know what? That's a good question. I'm excited about the new people that's here as well. I miss some of the past cast members and everything, but this new season is exciting. We have 6 regular cast members, and then we have Ariane. She's also a cast member, but she's partially there with us, so that makes 7 total. And it's a lot of different lives, a lot of different experiences that the audience will be able to go through with us. The drama is turned all the way up, and it ain't even got started yet. We only on episode 2. And you can imagine by 10, oh my God, that's all I can say. Without giving away the show, people need to stay tuned because I think, for one, I know this is our best season yet. And I think a lot of minds will be changed by the end of this season. I think that everyone's going to get to know me a lot better and in a different way than they have before. So I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. And we see that in this season you and Draya are now, have mended and you guys are really talking to each other. Like, how was it just, getting to a common ground and just say, you know what, let's just squash whatever that was?
You know what? It's exciting for me. At the same time, it's really it's a sweet friendship, but yet we still have our ups and downs, But I try to lead by example. And, in my growth over the last 2 seasons and realizing that, yes, I am a very strong woman and I am very opinionated and I'm in your face. I've never done it out of anger or maliciousness. It was always, out of love and out of trying to, show these women that some of the things you're experiencing, I've already experienced. Some of the things that you've already experienced, I haven't yet. We can learn from each other. I may be a couple of years older than these girls, but I think that a lot of the insults and stuff that was sent my way, from Draya included, from all of them, it wasn't, anything it wasn't too bad. It was more or less hurtful, not to me, but to other people, I think, other women out there that might have been struggling with weight or whatever. I've always been a thin person, and, to put on that weight from taking a shot, a birth control prevention method, and it put the weight on me, and then I was sad with my mom, so I was snacking on a bunch of bad stuff. I had stopped working out, all kinds of different things. I wanted Draya to understand that you're a voice. A lot of young girls look up to you, the same with the other girls on the show. And so I think where we're at now in our friendship and where we're going, she's finally learning. She's finally getting it. You'll see a lot of growth with her this season as well, as far as her not being as catty as she, was before. But, a lot of people was picking on Draya as well. So, I think that she really does value me as, a friend and a big sis to her and somebody that has shown her a lot. And I value what she's shown me as well. So I think that we've striding together to try to build something, and we'll see what the future holds.
Most definitely. And now, just in case people haven't seen the new season, because I want to definitely move off of all of it and talk about your projects, what is like the one thing that they definitely can, look forward to with this one?
I feel like everybody can look forward to really getting the real deal of what it is to be a basketball wife or a basketball girlfriend or even a basketball, kid's mother. You're going to get to see into our lives in a different way than before. So everyone was like, well, it's girls on the show, but we really don't know that much about this one or that one. Well, this show, this season, Basketball Wives LA, it is opening up the doors to everybody's lives in a different way. And I think that it's some sweet moments, some good moments. You'll cry, you'll laugh. It's intense moments, and without giving it away, all I can say is I'm just honored to have been a part of this season and to be one of the, leaders of this season.
Most definitely. So now let's talk about the launch of your signature shoe wear collection that's going to be coming out. Tell us a little bit more about that project.
Yes, thank you so much. I was approached by Chic Shoes. The owner is Chic himself, and he has 140 stores all across the nation, and they wanted to do a shoe line with me. They said they love my unique personality. I have an outgoing style. I can be wild and crazy, but at the same time, I have a real refined sense of fashion. And, I showed my line in New York at New York Fashion Show, the Fashion Week. And so they felt like this would be a good time to align themselves with me and me to align myself with them. And, we can reach a lot of different genres of people. And they do a shoe that is in everyone's budget. I didn't want to do a shoe in that high price point of $700, $1,000, $2,000. That's unreasonable to me. And I wanted people to be able to afford it but still be stylish. So we do shoes anywhere from $55 and up, and to that $120 range. And they're gorgeous. So the shoes, I love them. It's great quality leather. In the spring, late spring, you'll see my line come out. It's so fun right now just going to the different meetings and sitting down designing the different shoes and coming up with it. And I feel like my stamp being on a pair of shoes and women wearing them is just going to be the ultimate for me.
Definitely. And I want to talk about something that you just mentioned. You mentioned, like, the price point of it being high. We did an interview with Renee Graziano from Mob Wives, and she has her line out as well. And she also mentioned the fact of, that she wanted to put out her shoes, but her and her partner couldn't come to agreement because they didn't agree on a certain price point. And I'm glad that, you have it at an affordable price point because, with you being on, a show that's getting millions of ratings, you can be like, hell, let's put that up for like 1,000. Let's put it up for, because people do it.
That's right. That's exactly right. People do it all the time. And, it's one thing that I let the girls know on the show is that, okay, we're in a position in life that we, may have a little bit more than other people have or the average woman has. There's no need to flaunt it. There's no need to show it off. There's no need to look at other people in a way that, oh, you can't afford these Louis Vuittons, so you're not, these Louis Vuittons are, for girls, you can't sit with us and all of that. I don't condone that behavior. I don't do that. I will rock a pair of Steve Maddens. I will rock a pair it doesn't even matter. If I like the shoe and it's a quality shoe that's not going to hurt my feet, I'm definitely going to wear them. And that's why it's very important, and it was important for me to align with someone that understood that model. And he wouldn't have 140 stores if he wasn't successful, for one, and if people didn't love his product. So I'm thrilled to be a part of that whole family. And when it does come out and launch officially, I'm just going to be ecstatic. We'll be doing events all over, Los Angeles and the country as well. And it'll be a big part of what I do going forward in the future from now on.
Absolutely. When you have your event in New York, you got to let us know when that is because we would definitely, come out and support you with it.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. And what I have to say is, like, what I've read up on the line, you're going to have, like, trendy handbags, and you're going to have, like, casual shoes as well, right?
It'll be casual shoes. It'll be the wedge tennis shoe style shoe, all kinds of different stuff. They want me to keep it really under wraps, but really fun, comfortable, sexy that women of all ages can wear as well. You know what I mean? My shoe line will be timeless, and it will be at a great price point, and it will be good quality. And those are three important things, I think, as a woman that I look for in a shoe. And, being able to provide that is going to be great. And one more thing I want to touch on is with Renee is a really good friend of mine. That's like my sister, and I love her. And I'm so honored and glad that she did wait on doing her line until she can come to something that, is right for her as far as price point and everything else. And, she's amazing. I'll be sending her a bunch of my shoes, and hopefully she'll love them too.
For sure. I'm sure she will. And, you have you've got a cosmetic line, correct?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. And my cosmetics, it's with Blink Cosmetics, and it'll be my Jackie Christie signature collection. And Blink is out of New York. Nicole Harding is the CEO and owner, and I'm ecstatic about it. I've always loved makeup. I don't know how to do it well on myself, but I love wearing it. And I know how women are, and that's something that's never going away. We always want things to beautify ourselves. I mean, beauty for women is a staple that will be here forever. And I'm glad that I can also offer that at a great price point. Everything that I'm doing right now as far as product lines and different, ventures, it needs to be affordable for everyone. And this line is. The quality of it is, it's cruelty-free. The colors are great. They're fun, but yet they're, sexy, and they're mature for the grown woman and also for the young girls. So it's a line that will reach and span across the ages as well.
That's phenomenal. And I got to ask you, like, as far as, like, your makeup and stuff like that, because your makeup is always flawless, I have to say.
Thank you. Thank
What,
you. I
no
appreciate
problem.
that.
What products do you actually use?
My skin, I use Clarins. I've been using it probably about 10 years. It's amazing, and it's great for everybody. And I use their cleansing milk, and then I also use the mask once a week. And when I'm shooting the show, it's a lot, it's up that, it's not a lot of makeup, but you get it every day or every couple days. So, and I'm not a person that wears makeup off schedule. So, like right now, while the season's out, I don't wear a lot of makeup unless I'm going to an event. So with the mask, when you use it once a week, it keeps your pores clean, and it keeps your skin really fresh and dewy and clear. So everybody's always like, oh, my God, you got great skin. How did you do it, whatever. And I think it's the product clearance. And also I'm going to be doing a skin product as well. But right now I'm just doing the makeup. And we'll be at IMAT in New York, April 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. And that's the makeup convention that everybody, 100,000 people comes to. MAC, everybody will be there. So it's huge, and I can't wait for that. And I'm, if my cleansing milk and all that is done in time, then I'll have it at IMAT. If not, it'll just be my makeup line. So it's fun for me. It's exciting, and it helps women. And anything to inspire, help, and empower women, that's what I'm going to do.
Absolutely. And it goes along with, like, your fashion, because if a lot of people don't know, that's really, what you're about, your fashion, pieces and everything, and clients.
That's right. Thank you. Yeah, fashion. Ever since I was 3 years old, I've wanted to be a fashionista, and I have been. I turned 12 and went down to the, downtown Seattle, the top modeling agency, auditioned on a day that they said they weren't taking new models.
Oh, wow.
Ended up getting signed, and the rest was history. I walked in all the fashion shows. I was there. I was in New York, L.A., Miami. I've walked in a lot of different shows. I never was 6 feet, so I didn't do, like, a lot of the bigger ones, but I've always done, like, the ones that's in Gucci, all the different ones that take a model that's 5'8", and that's what I am, 5'8". So it just, it was really, really fun doing that. And then being a designer was something. I was putting T-shirts and, tying pillowcases around my sisters and having them walk the runway at 5 and 6 and 7 years old. So I've always wanted to design clothes. And then when I was able to go out and learn about fabrics and, how they work well together and so on and so forth and be able to put it together, then I was able to launch my line on the show. I was blessed with that. And, people loved it, and I've been going, forward ever since. So I should be launching a full line 2015.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. I mean, you got so much. You've got books that are even out.
Yes.
You
I
got
have 6 books.
Yeah, you got the latest one, Proud to Be a Colored Girl.
Yeah.
Tell
I wrote
everybody.
Proud to Be a Colored Girl. That was my 3rd book in. And, that book right there is everything that I'm about. It encompasses what all women are. We're all colored in some way. And when I did that, I did a play on words with colored. It's a stigma that, oh, that means a black girl, or that means this. No, it means that we're colored from our past, from what we've experienced, from what we're going through. If you took our skin off, we would all be the same, all women. And I want them to know from any social, economic background, whatever it is, wherever you come from, we're all the same. And that's what the book is about, is us telling stories, sharing our stories, uplifting each other. Everyone's beautiful. And that's what that whole book is about. I did a song for it, and the video's on YouTube. And I also did, eco-friendly clothing line, which is T-shirts and handbags and everything else that's 100% organic. And I donated all proceeds to my charity, which is Infinite Love, Foundation. So everything that I do is always for the betterment of not just women, but children, society in general. And that's what Colored Girl is all about. I'm proud to be a colored girl, meaning I'm not perfect, I'm flawed, but I'm learning every day. And I can only be better today than I was yesterday.
Most definitely. And it's a great thing that even with the show and throughout, I mean, just throughout your everyday, you say that, and you're just like, you know what, this is how it is, flaws and all. You can either love it. It's not always perfect as a person, as a woman, whatever. Life is not perfect.
That's right. And that's so true. And it gives me chills to hear you say that, because that's my message. That's what it always has been. And I think the girls are finally, it's funny because now this season I'm starting to see that I'm getting through. There's going to be hiccups. There's going to be some bumps in the road, but I'm a strong person, and I'm here for the long haul. And I have a voice, and I am on TV, and people are looking and seeing. And if I can change one life, then that's fantastic for me. But I get messages from Africa, Japan, Jamaica, everywhere, with people telling me how their lives has changed since watching me on Basketball Wives LA, and I'm so honored, and I thank VH1 for that opportunity. And Shawnee O'Neal, that's a close friend of mine, and I thank her all the time, and everyone else, it's just a great situation for me, and I'm going to be a voice from now on that show.
Absolutely. You definitely are the voice of that show, because I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for you and Draya, that show could not move.
That's right. And I agree with you. I really do.
It couldn't. They could add 5 new girls and try to make one the lead. No. That's y'all.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. And let's before we wrap this up, let's talk about your online radio show that you have recently launched as well.
Yes, Blog Talk. We had it for 2 years. Myself and my husband, we did it every Saturday. So much fun. Very time consuming. And the reason I stopped is I started shooting Basketball Wives LA, and that schedule is very hectic. And you're shooting all the time, all over the place. So we couldn't keep it going. So now I'm back, and now with this off season, I will be doing, shows again. And I'm just trying to pick a date on which days it will be. And it'll kind of be just, all about beauty and fashion and lifestyle. Before it was about love and relationships and, bringing on entertainers and independent artists and everybody and just giving them a chance to reach my audience. And, I was ecstatic about that. I was reaching 72,000 people, and I thought, wow, for an independent show on Blog Talk that I really didn't advertise that much or anything, and for people to come and want to hear what we're saying, it was wonderful for us. And if I couldn't do a show one given Saturday, it tore me up. So I had to make sure that I was there every time. So we did it for 2 years strong, and it was amazing. Had some awesome people on there, and I'll be going back to that here pretty quick.
Nice. And it's a good thing that you had a platform like that where you could also not just express yourself, through fashion, but through love and just through everything, because women need to hear different outlets, not just because women can open up a book any day about, love, sex, and everything, or they can go to Vibe.com and read a column, from there. But I think the fact that, you are the definition of a true woman who's, like I had mentioned, flaws and all, you're not afraid to share your life and to even give women an insight onto, this, how maybe you could try this. So definitely glad that you have that. Now, Jackie,
thank you.
Anytime, that's not a problem at all. So, just so that we're not missing anything, was there anything else that you want to discuss before we get off the line with you?
No, I just wanted everybody, if they want to, follow me, they can follow me on Twitter at Jackie Christie, or Instagram, Jackie Christie, or my Facebook, and I have a lot of different things about me. My website is JackieChristie.com, and there'll be a lot of different things. If they want to, if they need help or they want, to reach out to me, they can definitely hit me at my website, and my foundation is Infinite Love Foundation. But I thank you for having me, and, I'll be tuning into your station going forward.
Thank you. And also got to say before we have you do the drop, thank you for following me on Twitter. I didn't realize you were until I looked today. I was like, oh, Jackie's following me. I didn't even know that.
Thank you. Yes, for sure. Hey, this is Jackie Christie, and you're now listening to The Biz with D.